Hello and welcome to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. I'm your host, Issacharbey, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I am the Senior Director as well as the founder of the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. And we are excited about you tuning in into this series that we're continuing. I believe we're on our 24th week, and this series is Money Manifestation Mindset. I want to thank all of you who've been tuning in from day one, those of you that came in while we were on our journey on the path, and some of you were able to go back and listen to the beginning teachings. We're here every Sunday, same time, same place. Let a friend know, let somebody know that needs to hear these teachings, that needs to hear this wisdom, this knowledge that we are beginning to let go of and beginning to allow you guys to take in and take heed to it and to embrace it and to take it in and to apply it to your life. And once you apply it to your life, you will see the manifestation take place. I want to thank all of you. If this is your first time, please let us know what city, what state, what country you are tuning in from. Also, if you could do us a favor and hit the like button. If you haven't done so as well, please subscribe so that you can stay in contact with us and know every time we upload a new piece of content. Every time we have something getting ready to take place, you will be notified by subscribing and staying a part of our community. So we want to thank all of you for being a part of that. I also want to take the time out to thank all of those who have been giving donations. I am forever grateful. Thank you so much. You don't even know how much of a blessing you have been to our organization, our ministry here at the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. And your donations have helped us immensely and have helped us in such of a great way that we were able to do some amazing things as far as advertising and getting our name out, getting our more awareness, more visibility, so that more people can tune in and lock in and and become a part of this great community. So we want to thank all of you who have taken the time out to donate. I find that the more we get in tune with this teaching, it seems like the more knowledge and wisdom, the more everything just elevates, the more things just come to us, the more opportunities, the more that I see just so much around me. And I believe that these things were already around me, but maybe I wasn't aware. Maybe my lens wasn't focused on it. But when you start operating and tapping in, you will be amazed at how what you see begins to change. Things that were already in front of you that you have never saw before, that may be invisible, will become visible to you because you changed the perception. You changed the lens. You changed how you perceive life, how you look at life. And so I want to just thank all of you for all that you're doing and all that you've done. I want to also let you guys know for the month of September, I have a special going on. We're calling it a September to Remember. And for all of you that would like to get a consultation to say, what does 2025 have in store for me? What could I expect in the year 2025? Definitely click the link and go ahead and schedule a reading. All readings are going for $75. I believe that's the lowest my readings has ever been. $75 for the month of September. So all you have to do is click the link and schedule. I'm still available this week. I have a couple of slots left open this week. So like I said, and you don't have to schedule it for this week. You can buy it now and schedule it later. If you want to buy it for a Christmas gift, if you want to buy it for a birthday, for somebody else, you can purchase it now and give it to them. It doesn't have to be this month of September that you have to get the reading, but I'm just letting you know that for the month of September, all consultations are $75, and after that, they will go back to the regular price. So I just wanted to make that available to all of you. I wanted everybody to know and be aware of that. Also, we're in a great time right now. This is a good time for us to get ready for what's coming, to get in position, to get in place. And it's very interesting how many people are curious about what's going to happen in 2025. How many people want a sense of direction. People have come to me and says, I don't even know what my purpose is in life. And we begin to look at their chart and begin to point out and pinpoint and begin to orchestrate and strategize and show them the hand that they were dealt and how can they play this game called life. And so we begin to look at destinies and purposes. We begin to look at what should my career goals be? Maybe I'm in the right place doing the wrong thing, So some of you that are listening, if you ever had a second question, a second guess, and says, well, you know what am I supposed to be doing in life? Maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Maybe I need to know which direction I need to move into. Maybe I need to know what does 2025 have in store for me, and how do I need to operate? How do I need to move? How do I need to be in the right place at the right time? And so if that's you, go ahead and click it, and let's have a consultation. Let's talk about it. Today, we're moving into an interesting point here. This is a very interesting teaching that we're going to do today, and I'm excited about all of you. I'm excited about everybody that's listening, everybody that's been a part of our journey, everybody who's been connected to us, everybody who's been locked in. I want you to be in the right place at the right time. And I'll say this: even if you don't come to me, find somebody that you can go to and begin to discuss your strategies, your plans for 2025. I believe that if you fail to plan, they say you plan to fail. And so I don't want anybody that's a part of our community to ever fail. We don't believe in failing. So we always have a plan in place. And if you don't know what to plan, if you don't know how to plan, and if you don't know where you're going in life, click the button. Let's get on a call and let's talk about it. Let's get you in the right place at the right time. And so I believe that it's no greater time than the present. And so I wanted to make this available. I wanted to make it financially feasible for everybody to say, listen, I've never got a consultation like this before. I've never experienced anything like this before, but I do want to know what's going to happen in 2025. I do want to know about my destiny, my purpose. I want to know about my family. I want to know about relationships. I want to know, am I ever going to get married? I want to know, these are the questions I have. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So what I want you guys to do, we're getting ready to get into our teaching. Let's go ahead and get in a quiet place. Let's get in a quiet place and let's come into a place of stillness. Remove all objects, thoughts, concepts, ideas that bring discord, that bring chaos, and let's get in a still, quiet place. I want you to take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Once again, take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Once again, take a deep breath and inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. In this sacred moment, I recognize the presence of the divine in all things. This infinite source is the very substance of life, the energy that emanates all creation. It is limitless, abundant, and ever-present, flowing freely through every aspect of existence. I know that this divine presence is the source of all wealth and prosperity, and it is constantly expressing itself in every form and every experience. I affirm that everywhere I look, I see the manifestation of divine abundance. I see money in all its forms as opportunities, resources, ideas, and connections. I constantly flowing to me from every direction. I know that wealth is not something outside of me, but rather an expression of the infinite good that is always within me and around me. I open my eyes to see the infinite possibilities for wealth that surround me. I release any thoughts of limitation or lack, knowing that the universe is rich beyond measure. I choose to see with the eyes of faith and abundance, recognizing that the divine provides for me in ways seen and unseen, known and unknown. I trust in the perfect flow of prosperity, knowing that every need is met with divine sufficiency. I am a magnet for wealth, attracting all that I require for my highest good and the good of all. I open my heart and mind to receive the endless flow of abundance that is my birthright, knowing that it is already here in every moment and in every breath. I invite all who hear this truth to open their eyes to the infinite supply that is available to each of us. Together, we see that money, wealth, and abundance are everywhere, expressing the divine's perfect generosity and love. With gratitude, I release this word into the law, confident that it is done. I celebrate the wealth that is mine now, always, and everywhere I look. And so it is, and so it is. Once again, thank all of you for tuning in. Please note that we are here every Sunday, same place, same time, and that if you need to get a word, if you need to get a moment of inspiration, a moment of motivation, just make sure you click on the link and begin to listen to this particular teaching every week. Also, if you missed the teaching, just come back to the channel and listen to the replay. We want to thank all of you for tuning in for whatever country, whatever city, whatever state you're in. Once again, I want to thank all of you for giving, for those that have begun to sow the seed and give a donation. We are forever grateful, and we want to say thank you. Today, I want to talk about everywhere I look, I see money. I want to know, can you see it too? Can you see money everywhere you look? Because everywhere that I look, I just see money everywhere every time I look around, all I can see is money. They say what you see is what you get. But I want to know, do you see the money too? Or is it just me? As we embark on the journey to elevate our consciousness, to see beyond the surface, and to recognize the infinite ways money flows to us, this is not just a question when I ask, can you see it too? It's a powerful declaration that invites the universe to respond in kind. We live in a world overflowing with opportunities. The key is not simply to look, but to see, to perceive with the inner eye, to sense with your spirit, to create multiple streams of income. Let me read that. Let me say that to you again. The key here is not to simply look, but to see. Because remember, I said to you, everywhere I look, I see money. Can you see it too? To perceive with the inner eye, to sense your spirit, to create multiple streams of income. You must first recognize that wealth is everywhere, waiting to be tapped into. Wanting and waiting to be tapped into. Wealth is everywhere. Make this proclamation with me today. I am a magnet for financial success, and I attract money in every moment. Let us say that again. I am a magnet for financial success, and I attract money in every moment. Every moment of my life, I'm attracting money. Why? Because I am money. You can only attract what you are. See, the frustration in life is people always say, this is what I want out of life, and I want this. You only get out of life what you are. You will only get out of life what you are. That's all you can get. You can't get what you hope to be, what you wish to be, what you pray to be, but you can only get out of life what you are. Who you are, you will be able to magnetize it to yourself. I say this time and time again, you meet nobody in this world but you. Everybody you're in relationship with, everybody that's in your inner circle is a reflection of you. If I had to talk today about this, let's get into the alchemical shift from scarcity to abundance. Wealth begins in the mind, in your beliefs and your perceptions. Are you seeing lack or are you seeing opportunities? See, somebody, when I tell you I see money everywhere, I mean I see money everywhere. There's not a situation, a circumstance. Every time I look at something, I see money. Some of you may look at something and says, well, I don't know how he sees money. I see lack. But I want to ask you the question, are you seeing lack or are you seeing opportunity? Are you looking at your current situation and thinking, I don't have enough? Or are you asking, where is the money here? Because if he says that he sees money everywhere, I don't see money in this situation. I don't see money in this. Your thoughts are powerful alchemical tools that shape your reality. When you shift your thinking from scarcity to abundance, you start to see opportunities where others see nothing. When you make the shift, the alchemical shift, my friends, you will begin to start to see opportunities where others see nothing. Let us make this acclamation. I am a magnet for money. Everywhere I look, I see wealth, and I claim it as mine. Everywhere I look, I see wealth, and I claim it as mine. That claim, when you claim something, you put a claim on it, you're basically saying that it is yours. Whatever is yours becomes you. Keep that in mind. Whatever you claim becomes you. So when you claim the wealth that you see everywhere and you claim it as yours and I claim it as mine, it now becomes me. My vision is attuned to wealth, and I see money in every corner of my life. I want to talk about active streams, which will be the groundwork of your wealth. Because when you start talking about active streams of income, which is the foundation of building wealth and building your journey, these streams require time, energy, and effort. But they also offer the most immediate reward. Your current job or profession is your primary source of income. So those of you who are listening and you have a regular 9 to 5, that is your active income, yes. But don't see it as an end, see it as the beginning. Maximize it by seeking promotions, acting for raises, consulting, or freelancing in your field of expertise. Remember, this is just the foundation. More streams are wanting to flow. And I'm saying this to you, those of you who are listening, if you're working a regular 9 to 5, I want you to understand that you have the ability to create multiple streams of income even where you are at a 9 to 5. Everywhere I look, I see money. Can you see it too? Let's talk about it. Everybody working a 9 to 5, which means that you are working a job for somebody else. You're not the boss, you're not the owner of the company, but you are working to help somebody else facilitate their dreams, or you're helping them out They're paying you for your time. And so you have an active income. But I believe that there's multiple streams of income. And when we look at side hustles or freelancing, these are flexible opportunities that allow us to earn on the side while we keep our main income intact. Are we good at writing, designing, coaching, tutoring, finding gigs? These are just opportunities. Listen, what I'm doing today is just putting some stuff out there in the atmosphere, and whatever it is that I'm putting out there, some of you are going to tap into a lot of what I'm saying, but it won't go for everybody, but I'm pretty sure we can cover a lot of you and what are you thinking about. But when you see money everywhere, everything we do, there's money. There's money in everything. The world is moving online, and the demand for entrepreneurs, small business entrepreneurs, and being able to create online businesses. Now, listen, there's so many people that are listening right now. Everybody is gifted in something. Everybody has a gift, a talent. I always say that one of the most important things in life is to find out what your gift and your talent is. And some of you that don't know what your gift or talent is, you just go ahead and click the link, and let's have a September to remember, and let's find out what your gifts and your talents are, right? Some of you will begin to start using your gifts and talents. Do you know how many people are listening right now are sitting on millions of dollars? Do you know how many people have ideas and concepts, and you're sitting on millions of dollars, and you are upset because you don't have enough for this is not working out for you, and this is not going right for you, and you're sitting on the answer. You're sitting on the solution. You're sitting on the very answer to all of your problems. I am open to receiving money in expected and unexpected ways. Say that with me. I am open to receiving money in expected and in unexpected ways. I want unexpected money too. Money that I wasn't looking for, money that I didn't even think about. I want unexpected money. There's nothing more better than expected money than unexpected money. When you get a check in the mail, or when somebody cash apps you, or when somebody sends you something in the mail, when you get unexpected money. We have to look at the very phase that I want you to understand. Listen to me, my friends. If you, I'm going to say this. Nobody becomes wealthy and successful by mistake. There are no mistakes. There are no accidents in life. If you're going to become wealthy, if you're going to become successful, guess what? It has to happen by plan, by strategy, by intention, right? When we look at passive streams of income, these passive streams of income are like rivers that flow day and night without requiring constant attention. They are streams that multiply your wealth with minimal efforts. My friends, listen to me. Everybody should be looking into creating ways of passive income. Passive income means that I can go to sleep tonight, and when I wake up in the morning, I'll make money. When I go to sleep tonight and I wake up the next day, I'll make money. Passive income, right? Remember, everywhere I look, I see money. We talk about dividend incomes. We talk about investing in stocks that pay dividends. This is like planting a seed that grows and bears fruit regularly, giving you a constant income stream, and selling your assets, right? Royalties and licensing, right? Some of you have a great creative spirit in you, right? Write a book, compose music, develop software, create artwork, license your creations, and earn royalties, allowing your work to make money long after it's completed. Yes, from your books, from your artwork, from your music, you can license these and get royalties from your creations. Passive income. You can take a book and create a course. You can take a book and create a movie. You can take a book and create a cartoon. You can take a book and create all kinds of stuff. Why? Use and tap into your creative pursuits. Why? I see money everywhere. Can you see it too? Affiliate marketing, right? How many of us have an idea and you say, you know what, I really want to get this idea out. So what you do is you get people to help you market this idea. And everybody who helps you to market this idea and begins to allow you to gain income, you give them a piece of the pie too. You say, listen, I'm going to get 50 of my friends and we're going to go out here and market this product. And anybody that buys this product from you, I'll give you a piece of the cut. Affiliate marketing, right? The more people that we can go out there and get to help us move this product, the bigger the product gets, the more products we begin to sell, the more money we make. And guess what? It's something that is for everybody. I'm not just the one making money, but everybody who's helping me along the way, we all get a cut of the pie. Affiliate marketing. I just want to throw these ideas at you. I just want you to start thinking. I just want you to start expanding your consciousness and your mind. Subscription services, right? Create a subscription-based business, right? This can be a physical product, a digital content service, a membership where you offer exclusive access to valuable resources, trainings, or community. Listen, my friends, subscription services is the biggest thing we have now. If somebody's saying what it is, I will give you an example. Netflix, HBO Max, Hulu, Peacock, what else we got? All of these are subscription-based businesses. Why? You continue to pay a monthly fee. Amazon Prime, same thing. It's a subscription-based product, right? Do you have a product that people will enjoy, that people will like? Do you have something, some of you would be able to create something and have people pay you every month to get access to that product? Yes. Content creation and monetization. It is the digital age. Content is king. Create videos, blogs, podcasts on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, monetize through ads, sponsorships, and listening support. So listen, those of you that want to create content, listen, do you know how many people are do nothing but travel the world and they're on YouTube? Some people don't even travel the world. Some people just have a camera follow them around their house where they go grocery shopping. They just have a camera following them around. And guess what happens? They have 50, 60, 70,000 people watching them, right? Create content. Some of you have a voice. Some of you have great opinions, have great insight on things. You know, there's so many different ways for you to make money. There is money everywhere. I see money everywhere. Can you see it? How many of us are watching podcasts and we're sitting there watching it and we're yelling at the TV, telling the person, oh, you're wrong. I don't believe what you're saying. I disagree with what you're saying. Imagine if you was on the podcast and you were able to give your opinion. But guess what? You can create your own podcast. You can create your own opinion. You can begin to create and put it out there, content, whatever it is that you want to put out. So we're looking at stock photography, videography. It's another thing that we have, right? Selling your work, your stock platforms, Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, earn passive income. Some of you may have gotten a photography. Some of you may have some old pictures that you want to make money on. So what happens is if you have pictures that you think people would love to use, you can put them on these platforms like Stock, Stutter, Adobe Stock. And what happens is people will have to buy and license, would have to pay the licensing fee in order to use your pictures. It could be pictures of you. It could be pictures of your children. It could be pictures of anything that you have. But these are other ways that you can make money. What I'm trying to tell you, my friends, is all of us are sitting on money. We have so many different ideas, so many different ways to make money. And it's not about how to make the money. Listen, I want to get this. Let's get to this. It's not really about how you make the money. Listen, it's about what do you do with the money once you get it. what do you do with the money once you make it? You know, it's not about how much money you make. They always say it's about how much money can you keep. Now that's the real secret of science. That's the real science of money. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money can you keep. So, just an example, man. There's a in the music business, in the hip hop, R&B, hip hop, rap, I would say genre. There's a record label called Rockefeller Records, which is owned by Jay-Z, Biggs, and Damon Dash, and they all own 1/3 of the record label. Now, through the course of Jay-Z's tenure as a rapper, they've made hundreds of millions of dollars in this particular record label. Jay-Z decides he wants to retire. He no longer wants to be part of the Rockefeller Records. He wants to do his own thing. So he basically leaves. He begins to step down. He goes a different way. Damon Dash and Biggs are left. They kind of part ways and do their own thing. And so these guys made hundreds of millions of dollars. They made hundreds of millions of dollars. And now it's a situation to where Damon Dash is in a legal battle where he owes a debt of $800,000 and he doesn't have the money. So the court has forced him to sell his 1/3% ownership of the record label to cover the debt that he owes somebody. And so you would think, man, all the money that these guys made, how could he not have any money left? It's not about how much money you make, my friend. It's about how much money can you keep. It's about being financially literate, financially smart. And so it's not about looking like I have money, but really having it, right? It's not about acting like I have money or walking around like I have money, but I really have it. And we're not talking about so much just on the physical side, but having it internally on the intangible realm. I am a magnet for financial success, and I attract money in every moment. I am a magnet for financial success, and I attract money in every moment. Every moment of my life, I'm attracting money. I'm looking at money in every aspect of my life. Every time I watch TV, I see money. Guess what? When you look at a commercial, that's money. That's a company paying for you to see that ad, right? Every time you watch a TV show and they are actors in there, they are singers, there's music in there. You're watching a movie and you hear music. Somebody is paid to play the music. Somebody's paid to be the director. Somebody's paid to act. There's money everywhere. Somebody's paid to put the costumes on the actors. Somebody's paid to do the makeup for the actors. Somebody's paid to do the set design, to make the couches and the chairs and set up the whole set. All of this is money. I see money everywhere. Investment income, growing our wealth exponentially, right? Exponentially, right? This is a time when we look at your wealth through your investments, turning your money into a tool that works for you. Now, listen, it's not, like I just said, it's not about how much money you make, but what are you going to do with the money when you get it? Remember, money is revenue. Money is currency. It's designed to flow. We don't spend money because in the word spend is the word end, E-N-D. We don't spend money. We circulate money, which means that we have to use money as a tool in order to allow it to multiply. So if we're talking about investments, yes, when you start making money, you want to look into stocks, bonds, mutual funds, learn the strategies of successful investors, start building your portfolio. Think of each investment as a drop of water contributing to a large pool of wealth. I say that when you start getting into investing, look at every time you make an investment as a drop of water contributing to a large pool of wealth. Now, let me tell you something that blew my mind the other day. I found out that a friend of mine, I personally know him, he had a meeting with Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil on the TV show, the psychiatrist that helps all the people on the TV show who was connected to Oprah Winfrey at one time. He was having a conversation with Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil asked him and said, "Hey man, what do you do for a living? You have any investments?" So the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty heavy in the market. I'm into, stock investments, portfolio, this and that." And so Dr. Phil tells him, me and my son were the founding investors in the Chime card. And he says, "What?" He says, "Yes, man." He said, "Me and my son were some of the beginning founders, founding investors in the Chime card." I don't know if all of you know what the Chime card is, but the Chime card is like the NetSpend card. It's a digital like banking card that you can have your direct deposits go on. You can put money on this card. It allows you to supposedly to get paid quicker if you have a direct deposit and so forth. And so this Chime card, Dr. Phil was one of the preliminary investors. And at one point, it was looked at to make well over $50 billion. Not million, but 50 with a B. So here we are looking at Dr. Phil on TV. He's a psychiatrist, and he's sitting there helping people with his problems, not even knowing that this man is a billionaire. Why? Because he's made investments. He's used money as a tool. It's not about how much money you make, but it's how much you keep. He put money to work and began to allow money to circulate and to keep flowing. Real estate income, right, is an embodiment of stability. Purchasing properties to rent, to flip houses, invest in rents, which are real estate investment trusts. So you can do those as well. Whether it's a simple rental property or portfolio of investments, real estate provides substantial opportunities for wealth building. So, those of you that want to get into real estate, buying old houses and flipping them, those of you that might say, "I really don't want to get into real estate," you can also do buy tax liens. So people who lost their houses because they couldn't pay the taxes, you can go ahead and pay the tax on the house. And after a certain period of time, if the owners cannot come back and pay it, you get to keep the house. So they call tax liens. A lot of people begin to do some amazing things with tax liens, and they are very valuable. They're great investments. So these are just things that I'm throwing out there. Then we also have the big cryptocurrency, right? Cryptocurrency, the emerging of the markets offer high risk, high rewards. Educate yourself, invest wisely. Some people may be sitting here right now and says, "Listen," and I'm gonna say this. Some of you may say, "You know what? Everything you're saying is great, and I'm listening to what you're saying, but some of that stuff I don't know anything about," and that's why you get the knowledge. You start from somewhere. Some of us are sitting on savings. Some of you may have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in savings. Some of you may have even more than that you've been saving, right? You can get into peer-to-peer lending. Let me explain to you what that is. Platforms like Lending Club and Prosper allow you to lend your money to individuals or small businesses and earn interest while helping others achieve their financial goals. So do you know as little as $2,000, $5,000, $10,000? Some of you you're sitting on your money and you put it in the bank when you're getting 0.03%, you can actually give it over to Prosper and lend that $10,000 out to somebody and be getting paid the interest every month that they have to pay you back plus interest. So now you become the lender to the borrower now. So you become the bank. Just like the banks do us, you now become the bank. But you don't have to have $100,000, $500,000, $1 million. You can start with where you are. These are opportunities, my friends. I see money everywhere. Some of you are sitting on $10,000, $20,000 in the bank and you're getting 0.0 something interest. You could be lending that money and getting paid interest on it. Yes. And with the peer-to-peer lending, you have control over it. So you'll be able to decide who the person you're going to lend it to. You'll be able to check their credit score. You'll be able to see where they work at, how long they've been employed, all the stuff that the banks do to us. You're now the banker. My friends, open your eyes. There is money everywhere. Crowdfunding. and micro investing, right? Crowdfunding to launch a project, micro investing platforms to gain financial ownership and assets. So, for instance, I've invested. People have done crowdfunding is when you get ready to put a project out, but you don't have the money to put the project out. So you do a crowdfunding, which means that you put it out for other people to invest in your idea to help you get your idea off the ground. And so there's a lot of people who have done movies and they're trying to get their movie out and they needed help. And so I've invested in a lot of crowdfunding projects where my name is in the credits as one of the executive producers, or I'm one of the producers of the film because I invested a certain amount of money where they gave me that title. But I'm letting you know that there is money everywhere. Some of you may say, well, I have an idea, but I don't have the money. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. There is money everywhere. I celebrate the financial miracles that unfold before my eyes every day. I celebrate the financial miracles that unfold before my eyes every day. Entrepreneurial streams of income. The online business, the e-commerce, right? A lot of you have ideas for T-shirts. And you said, you know what? I have an idea for a T-shirt I like. I have a saying that I want to put on a T-shirt that I've never seen anybody say. I have a design that I want to put on the T-shirt. I want to make hats. Some of you may have ideas for fashion. You can do print on demand. A lot of you could do drop shipping where you can sell products and drop ship. This is something that's very popular. And what I'm saying to you guys is this. We're in September. Between September and December, all you guys are going to see is drop shipping all over your social medias. You're going to see the lovely boots, the lovely clothes, Temu, Shine, Chain. All of those are drop ship. You just click on it and order, and they drop ship it to you. But what you don't know is that you can create your own Temu account and create your own Temu store and have people buy from you. So between now, this is the time right now, where all the drop shipping companies will come out. So you'll start seeing all the major appliances for the kitchen, what's the hottest item out for Christmas, all of these things you'll start seeing right now because everybody's getting ready for the holidays. This is the drop shipping time where people make a lot of money. Why? Because people are always ordering online. You scrolling through Facebook, you scrolling through Instagram, you scrolling through TikTok, and you see all of these nice little clothes. You see this nice little item. Yes. The same way they're doing it, it's the same way that you can do it too and make money. I'm putting this out there because I want you to start tapping in. I want your antennas to go up. I want you to say, damn, you know what? I could do this. I could start my own drop and shipping store, and I could start selling stuff for Christmas. I could start selling toys. I could start doing different things. Why? Because you have the ability to do so. Franchise ownership. Leverage an established brand success by owning a franchise. This is a model that allows you to hit the ground running with proven systems. Some of you could own your own McDonald's, could get a couple people together, let's buy Popeyes. Let's get together, let's buy our own White Castles, right? We can get together and get a franchise. We can let's get our own IHOP restaurant, right? Let's do our own Waffle House. Let's be a part of the franchise chain, right? These are ideas. There is no limit. There is no I can't do this or we can't do that. The only person that can stop you from being, doing, and having what you are and what you want is you. There's nobody that can stop you. When I listen to the testimony of Shaquille O'Neal, basketball player, one of the greatest centers that ever played in the NBA, and he owns 75 Five Guys, that he owns 34 Starbucks. There's no difference between me and him. We can own franchises too. The only limitation we are ever going to expect or embrace in life is the limitation of our minds. And that's it. That's the only limitation we will ever experience, is the limitation of our minds. We talked about the print on demand, where you don't have to pay for anything. You make the design and you put it on the shirt and you put it on the hat. And when the person buys it, they print it for you, they ship it to the person, and you get your money, and that's it. You ain't got to ship it. You ain't got to make the shirt. You ain't got to print nothing. Print on demand. How many people in this listening to me have an idea that they can put on a shirt that they say, I believe I can make $1 million off this shirt, off this idea? One idea. One idea. It takes me back to when those of you that go far back when we started teaching the millionaires of the Bible, and there was a part of the millionaire series where the disciples went fishing and a fish jumped out. A fish means an idea, and the fish had money in it. It had money in it, and Jesus told the disciples, take the money out of the fish and go pay the taxes. But what you got to understand that the fish represents ideas. Ideas are what's going to bring the money to you. So when I say I see money all around me, I see ideas. Everything I'm talking to you today is about ideas. Money chases great ideas. Remember, we don't chase money. Money chases us. Money chases great ideas. Everybody listening to me, you have an idea that's worth $1 million. But nothing happens if you don't do anything with the idea. As long as it still says an idea, nothing happens. But when you transform, alchemize that idea from the intangible realm from the intangible to the tangible, then it becomes money now. Why? Because I've taken this idea and I've transformed it. Domain flipping. How many of you know that you can even buy domains? You can just come up with any kind of crazy domains and just buy them, and people will pay hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars for domains. Millions of dollars I've seen people sell domains from. You can come up with all kind of crazy names and just come up with domains and sell domains. There's money everywhere, my friends. Money everywhere. How many cooks do I have here? Now listen, with technology, I'm going to say this. With technology, the way that it's going, everybody's afraid of technology taking the jobs. Everybody's afraid that technology is going to substitute me and push me out of the way and I'll lose my job. That's for you to move forward and expand and pivot. Because the one thing that technology is not going to be able to stop is a good cook. And I'm going to tell you this. If those of you that know how to cook and are great cooks, you should be out there. You should get you a food truck and start doing what you do. There's so many ways to make money. It's so many ways to make money. We are sitting on we're sitting on our own solutions to our problems. The Bible says money answereth all things. We're sitting on the solution to all of our problems. How many of us could be great cooks? How many of us got our grandmothers and our aunties and our older sisters and our older cousins that can cook, and we could come together and go ahead and get us a food truck and have our family cooking, and we could start? Yes. Because everything that I just talked about, all the ideas I'm throwing out, I believe that's the easiest thing for you to do. The hardest thing for you to do is to believe that you can do it. That's the hardest thing, for you to believe that you can do any and everything that we just discussed. But I would reckon that some of you would take these ideas and begin to realize, wait a minute, I've always had a great story for a novel. I've always had a good characters. Now, let me tell you something. My aunt, I believe she's in her late 70s, about to be 80. She might be 80. She just wrote 4 children's books at 80 years old. And she said that she had this story in her mind for years. And she says there's 7 books altogether. I believe by December of this year, all 7 books will be released. They're on Amazon. And she's released 7 children's books. Look at the woman with Harry Potter. She had wrote these books. She was going through a divorce. Her husband left her. He was cheating on her, and he left her and the baby, and her friends had to help her pay the rent. She was about to get evicted. She was just down and out. She wrote these books, and from these books, she became a billionaire. These books have turned into movies. They're turned into cartoons. They're turned into merchandise. They're turned into amusement parks. They're turned into everything you could think about. She's made money from these books. Why? The idea started from her. That little idea of that story of a little boy named Harry Potter. And she put that story out and became a billionaire. And so what does that say about you and me, that we're sitting on an idea right now? I see money everywhere. Can you see it too? Money everywhere. One idea, one concept, one dream. To believe is to begin to know that there's nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can prevent you from being, doing, and having everything that you want to see, be, do, or have. Nothing. The only person that's going to ever stop you is you. You're going to either stop yourself with excuses. You're going to either tell yourself you don't have the money. You're going to tell yourself you don't have the wisdom. You don't have the knowledge. You're going to tell your staff you don't have the status. You're going to tell yourself that you don't have enough people. You're going to come up with all these excuses. But the only person that can stop you is you. Event hosting. How many people know we driving around right now in every city you live in, and you see those vacant office space buildings, right? Imagine if you went to the owner and said, listen, I want to rent this out. Give me a 3-year lease or a 2-year lease, right? And then all of a sudden you start advertising for people to have their events at that space, baby showers, wedding receptions, right? Having parties, birthday parties, all kind of stuff, right? And guess what? You have created another stream of income to do all kind of workshops, retreats, creativities, right? This is all what we have. As a matter of fact, this is what blew my mind. I saw an interview 2 weeks ago about a husband and wife that created their own cleaning business empire. But guess what? They don't clean anything. What they do is they go around and they hire people to clean. So they're basically like I would say they're like a cleaning tip agency. So people come to them and say, hey, listen, I need my office cleaned. I want to do a 6-month contract with you guys. And this husband and wife will hire cleaners to go ahead and clean that particular facility. Now, they don't have any equipment. They don't have anything. They're just the middlemen facilitating the deal. And they've created a multi-million-dollar industry by just connecting the cleaner to the person that needs something cleaned. And they've made millions of dollars. There's money everywhere. Everybody that's listening to me, you have an idea. You have a concept. You have a purpose. You have a plan. There's something inside of you that you need to tap into. Get that idea out of you. Get it on paper. Begin to start writing it down. Begin to start working on it. You have $1 million idea on you. You're sitting on millions of dollars right now. You know how many people that come to me for a consultation, and when we start getting into the consultation, they tell me, oh, you know what, I thought about doing that a couple of years ago, but, you know, this happened, and then I had to put it to the side because I had to go back to school, and I had to do this and that. And the thing you put to the side was the $1 million idea. So now that you're not at school no more, and now that you're not doing this and that no more, what happened to the idea? Everybody has an idea. Everybody has a concept. Everybody has a thought of what if I can do this or what if I can do that. There's nobody that can stop you. Put it on paper and go after it. Let's make it happen. Let's start making the money. I see money everywhere. Can you see it too? Money flows to me effortlessly from all directions, filling my life with abundance. There's some people on here who are very talented. There's people who can sing, who can dance, who can act. There's people who can be very entertaining. There's so many different ways of how you can create income from what you're doing. You know, I was in the barbershop the other day, and this guy walked in, and there's a vending machine in there, and I happened to be talking to him, and he was telling me how much money he makes off the vending machine. Now, the people in the barbershop don't own the vending machine. He allows them to, he gives the barbershop a cut, but the barbershop allows him to put the vending machine in there, and he has about 5 or 6 of them, and he's doing very well, over 6 figures a month. And I said, from a vending machine, ladies and gentlemen, money is being made every day, every second. There's so much money out there. What are we doing? There's no excuses. No excuses at all. There's money everywhere. The universe constantly provides me with new ways to receive financial blessings. My eyes are opened to the infinite sources of income available to me. I invite you, my friends, listen, I'm just going to invite you to open your mind to the limitless ways you can create wealth. Money is all around you. It's in your skills, your creativity, your assets, your network, and even your everyday activities. Everywhere you look, there is an opportunity waiting for you to be seized. There's an opportunity waiting to be seized by you. There is an opportunity waiting for you. Everywhere I look, I see money, and I'm ready to receive it. Everywhere I look, I see money, and I'm ready to receive it. Step into your reality. See the opportunities, believe in them, and take bold action. The universe is ready to support you in becoming a vessel for abundant wealth. Would you like to explore and receive any of these streams of income and more detailed? Definitely, you can reach out to me. We can talk about it. We can look into it. You can research. Many of us are afraid because we're stepping in the unknown. We're tapping into things that we've never done before, we've never seen before. But to me, it becomes exciting. Why? Because the best way to predict the future is to create it. I don't have to be afraid of tomorrow, even though I've never seen tomorrow. I've never seen next week. I've never seen 2025. But I'm not afraid of it because I have the ability to create it. And so when you start looking into your life and realize, how could I level up? How could I expand my territory? How could I shift my level of consciousness? How could I move from where I am to where I need to be? It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of opportunity that we move and operate and get into our spiritual embrace to tap into the divine, tap into our divine mind. Why? Because I am money, and all I attract is money all the time. I see money all the time. How many of us don't even realize that everything that we are connected to, we should own it? Many of you have a debit card. It has a MasterCard or a Visa logo on it. How many know they can invest in MasterCard and Visa? You don't necessarily have to be a consumer, but you can be an owner as well. How many people know you can invest in Bank of America? You can invest in Wells Fargo. You can invest in Chase Bank, right? How many of us realize and understand? Now, I'm just giving you an example because I think last week Warren Buffett, he dropped all of his Bank of America stocks, which is very telling of maybe what's coming. But you stay connected when you tap into making money and understanding the language of money and the flow of money and the sound of money. You begin to see things differently. You begin to look at things differently. You begin to get involved I have it in the chat, the equity group, which is a great group. I try to tell everybody that if you want to learn about investments and stocks, to just get in that group and begin to learn and ask questions, and they will begin to, no matter what stage, what level you're at. Why? Because investing is a tool. If you get $100 million, you get $100 million, so what? How much of that $100 million can you keep? And that determines your financial literacy. That determines your financial knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding. Why? Money is a tool. So now we need to use that money to allow it to circulate and to flow and to move. We don't want to spend it, but we want it to multiply. We want to create assets. We want to begin to create generational wealth. And so guess what? It don't take 100 days. It starts one day at a time. One day at a time. You ain't got to rush. Take it one day at a time. And begin to start implementing and looking at, listen, some of you may need to go back and listen to this. I haven't even covered a lot of the different ideas that I have. There's so many other ideas I have. But what I'm saying to you is, everybody listening to me, you're sitting on $1 million. I'm telling you, if you sit down and talk to me, I guarantee you within 25 minutes of the conversation, we go find $1 million idea that you have inside of you. A concept, an idea you had, something that you may have when you was 20 years old, 25 years old, maybe when you was in your 30s. And now you was like, oh, yeah, I thought about that. That was almost 20 years ago. But guess what? You can still do it. You still are sitting on that idea. You have never manifested it. You have never done anything with it. My friends, I see money everywhere. I just want to know, can you see it too? I want to thank you for this teaching. Those of you that tuned in, I think that this was an exceptional teaching today. I hope that everybody got something out of this. Listen, you may need to share this with 5 of your friends. Those of you that are listening for the first time, please let us know what city, what state, what country you're listening from. Please hit the like button so you allow us to help us with the algorithm so that we become more visible, and so other people all over the YouTube platform will begin to see us and begin to tap into this great teaching and this great community that we have. And so I want to thank all of you for tuning in. We're here every Sunday, same time, same place. Tune in, lock in with us. Let's get this money. Let's get ready for 2025. You need to click the link, book your reading. Let's get it together. Book your consultation so that we can find out what your purpose is. Let's find out what your $1 million idea is, and let's get to going. Let's get it started. Those of you, we always ask that you help us out in our circulation. Those of you that say, you know what, man, today you really did a good job. I really enjoyed this teaching. We're asking those of you that can and you will to donate a $26 seed or sow a $26 seed. Some of you may say, I don't have the $26. I have 5, I have 10. Some of you may say, I have more than 20. I have more than 25. I have more than 26. Whatever it is that your heart desires, we do want you to know that we are forever grateful. And those of you that want to donate and sow a seed to this ministry, we want you to know that there's 4 ways that you can do that. The first way is Cash App, which is going to be $TOESC. Once again, that's $TOESC. Once again, we also have 2 ways that you can also give, which is going to be ZELLE and PayPal. Those of you that want to use ZELLE or PayPal, that's going to also be ZELLE and PayPal are also going to be info at TOESC.org. Once again, that's info at TOESC.org. And that email address goes for ZELLE and also PayPal. Those of you that are also listening, if you want to use VENMO, we have VENMO available as well. VENMO is going to be issacharbey at gmail.com. Once again, that's Issachar, ISSACHARBEY, issacharbey at gmail.com. Those are the 4 ways that you can sow your seed and give your donation. Once again, we want to tell everybody that we are forever grateful. I'm going to put together a book publishing seminar. In this last 3 to 4 months, I've helped quite a few people publish a book. And it's amazing to me when I see first-time writers publish their book, and so grateful and so happy because of what dreams, what knowledge, what wisdom that they had in themselves. They were able to get into a published book. Somebody who's listening to this right now, you have an idea, you have experiences, you have things that you went through, and I want to show you how you can turn it into a published book, put it on Amazon, put it out for the world to read it, to see it, and then also create and monetize and begin to make money from your idea. And I want you to all to be a part of that. Why? Because everybody listening to me can write a book. Everybody has an experience. Everybody has something they went through. Everybody is in some kind of a way an expert in something you went through, something you experienced, the downfalls of life. You went through hardships. You went through ups and downs. You went through marriages. You went through all different kind of things. There is a voice inside of you that people need to hear. There is a testimonial that you have. There is a lesson that you want to give out, and people need to hear it. And so listen, my friends, listen to this over again, because everybody listening to me, you're sitting on $1 million idea. Thank you. I want to say this one thing. Your destiny is not a matter of chance, but it's a matter of choice. I want you to know that I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.